Hey, how's it going everyone? Tazen here today bringing some more awesome JRPG and Japanese news and kicking things off firstly with lots of new Automata news. So firstly, a brand new Soul Calibur 6 trailer revealed that 2B from NieR Automata is going to be an upcoming guest playable character in the Soul Calibur 6 Season Pass. This was such an awesome trailer to watch. So firstly, 2B, you can see a lot of her movesets, her dodging mechanics. She has her dual blades, Virtuous Contract, Virtuous Treaty. She has Pod 042, who also does some moves from the NieR Automata game, which are also similar to moves from the original NieR Gestalt and Replicant. But there are also some more additions coming with her as a playable character. So one, she's getting her own stage, she's getting background music, she's getting a Kaine costume, which looks awesome, and she's also getting extra parts and stickers. So currently we've seen a sticker of the Yorha logo, we've seen Grimoire Vice, who I'm assuming will be replacing Pod 042 as a skin. We've also got the Machine Lifeform head as well as the Emil head, so this is absolutely awesome. Hopefully the Machine Lifeform head, the Emil head and Grimoire Vice from NieR Gestalt and Replicant will be able to replace Pod 042 as a skin, maybe even have some sort of unique moves when they're replacing Pod 042. So this is fantastic. Because of this, I'm definitely getting the game, so I'm really excited for this reveal. Second, Dark Horse Comics have announced that they will be localizing and releasing an English version of the NieR Automata World Guide. They're releasing this on May 7th, 2019 in English for $39.99 USD. Now this is a 192 hard page art book / lore and guidebook, so it goes over setting materials, artwork, lore, and a lot of stuff regarding the background of NieR Automata and its characters. It's also got two novellas in this called the Bunker Observational Diary and the Memory Cage, which are also in NieR Automata short story long novel. Now this novel is also getting localized and released a month prior on April 9th, 2019, but that's being released by Viz Media. So we're not sure as to how they will be localized in the World Guide, given they're being localized by a different team. I'm assuming they won't remain in Japanese, but it would be interesting to see if they end up making a deal where they use the same translations from Viz Media, or whether there will be some sort of different translations. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that may differ and whether that may reveal some different things by reading them in two different translations. Additionally, 2B has been added to the smartphone game Star Ocean and Nemesis, celebrating the release of this game in other countries around the world. So it was announced earlier this year that 2B, 9S and A2 would be coming to the game. A2 and 9S were released early in the game, but now 2B is also in that game as well. And lastly, the director of NieR and NieR Automata, Yoko Taro, he is also the creative director of a smartphone RPG game called SINoALICE. Now this game recently had a collaboration with NieR Gestalt and Replicant, but it's been revealed that this game is also coming to the West next year in North America and Europe. So it'll be interesting to sort of maybe give this game a go and see what it's got. I'm not too much of a smartphone game player, but given this has got some characters from NieR in it, and it has Yoko Taro as the creative director, I might be interested to give this a go and sort of see, you know, how sort of twisted and sort of unique the story may be. And now moving on to some Persona and Shin Megami Tensei news. So Revelations Persona is the original first Persona game. It was released in 1996 on the PS1, and it's been announced to be coming to the PlayStation 1 Classic. And this is really surprising because there are so many JRPGs that I've heard people saying they would love on the PS1 Classic, like Legend of Dragoon, Chrono Cross, Xenogears, even some of the other Final Fantasy games like FF8, 9 or Tactics, but it's actually getting Revelations Persona. This is interesting, and this may be great to sort of allow people to go back and play the original game, also originally how it was made. Now this game was later ported and re-released on the PlayStation Portable in 2009 and 2010. Now the PlayStation Portable version has a couple more extras, so it has additional cutscenes, and it's also got an improved localization which is more faithful and accurate to the Japanese script. I currently have that one on the PlayStation Portable. If you're able to find that for a good deal, in the case you are interested in playing the game, I would recommend playing that version of the game. But again, if you're interested in getting the PlayStation 1 Classic for the bundle of games that are included in it, then that may also be a great way for you to experience the original game on a TV screen. And additionally, in Sega's recent integrated report, they revealed the total sales numbers of the Persona series since the release of Revelations Persona up until now, as well as the Megami Tensei series. So going over the Megami Tensei series, since 1987 across 30 total editions, approximately 12.4 million physical and digital sales units have been sold. That is incredible. And then going on to the Persona series, since 1996 across 15 total editions, approximately 9.3 million units have been sold across physical and digital sales. This is fantastic news. This is huge numbers, and again, since the release of Persona 5, the Persona series has become even bigger, so I won't be surprised that a lot of the sales were in recent times. But to see that the Persona series is now doing really well, I'm interested to see how the Persona series and even the Megami Tensei series will do in the future, especially with the upcoming release of the next Shin Megami Tensei series for a Nintendo Switch. Now onto some Ys news. So Falcon recently revealed that Ys 8 has sold over 500,000 units worldwide. And to commemorate this celebration, they are releasing a Christmas package version of the game in Japan on the 20th of December for 4,800 yen. And there are going to be a couple of extras with this Christmas version. So firstly, it's coming with a DLC code for a special theme with a Christmas style original background music and an avatar set. And it's also coming with 2 message cards. So one you can give to your friend as a Christmas gift and one for you to keep for yourself. Regardless, I think this is an awesome way to just sort of celebrate the Ys series, even if small. It's great to see that the game has done so well. On the PlayStation 4, it also got the updated localization, showing that they really put in a lot of hard work to make sure that the game met the expectations of people based on their feedback. You know, the game was also released on the PlayStation Vita for a more niche audience, but it's cool to have that portable factor. But then to see it go onto the Nintendo Switch afterwards and cater to a larger portable audience who can also play the game on the home console if they wish and play it portably in better graphics and stuff. And it was great to see that that version included the updated localization patch on it, as well as some bonus goodies in it. So regardless, I'm really happy to see that the Ys series is also doing well. And again, since the release of Ys 8, it sort of skyrocketed the series into more widespread or well-known popularity. And next, moving on to some Ni No Kuni 2 news. So Level 5 Japan have unveiled information regarding the first paid DLC for the Ni No Kuni 2 expansion pass. So titled in the West as The Lair of the Lost Lord, it's a challenge dungeon labyrinth found near the Rubbly Ruins, and it's even harder than the faraway forest dungeon in the main game. It says here that the ruler of the labyrinth is Ghost King Lamakil, localized as the Prince of Wraiths in the West, and he was the leader of a kingdom that once ruled the Heartlands before Evan founded the Kingdom of Evermore. Chaotic energy is emanating from the labyrinth and threatens Evermore, so Evan and his friends vow to investigate. So it says here that will also include a new type of battle system called Material Method, and it will also contain new quests and boss encounters, including a rematch of a boss from the main game, as well as 80 new equipment items which will be added to the game as part of this DLC. That's really awesome. Again, this is the first pack of the 2 packs coming with the expansion pass. This has been announced to be releasing in winter time, and it says here that the second DLC pack, described as a story expansion, is set to be released in early 2019. So this is fantastic, seeing that this release is coming out not long from now, and then the other one is coming out in early 2019. This looks to be somewhat of a story gameplay dungeon, but saying that the next one is going to be described as a story expansion, I feel that we're going to get quite a good amount of extra story which will add and sort of make the season pass feel worth it, given that it's been quite some time since the original game has released, and until now we haven't really received much information regarding the upcoming DLCs for this expansion, but overall they're looking to be quite cool. And lastly, World of Final Fantasy Maxima, the brand new updated version of the game, is releasing exactly a week from today on Tuesday, November 6th. And to celebrate the upcoming release of the game, Square-Enix have announced that they are hosting a special pre-launch live stream event on November 5th from 10 PM to 11 PM Japan Standard Time via YouTube and Nico Nico Live. Now, Final Fantasy Maxima director Hiroki Chiba, Final Fantasy Portal apps Takeshi Kashio and Mariko Nishizawa, and other guests will be going to go over new details from the Maxima expansion and updates to the game prior to the release of it. So it'll be interesting to learn more about these updates and see sort of really how much extra we're going to get with the Maxima expansion. Now, for those who already own World of Final Fantasy on PlayStation 4 and PC, you will be able to update to the Maxima version by purchasing the Maxima DLC separately, And for Nintendo Switch owners, this game will be released all complete as an entire package, so you won't have to purchase the Maxima DLC separately. Me personally, I'm still interested to see whether World of Final Fantasy Maxima will get some form of physical release on the Nintendo Switch, because I would love to be able to play this game portably and on the big screen at the same time. I feel like the graphics and the art style of this really suit something like a portable system, because it doesn't look like it's something that is graphically very intensive like other games like Final Fantasy 15, for example. But yeah, anyways, I'll leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts below on anything discussed. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And until next video, stay spot on.